Good morning, students. It's always a great joy to be able to come to your homes through this way of online teaching. I am Daud Ali from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group, your teacher for today's lesson. I hope you are having a good time, and if you are not, then you will have now, because we are going to study together English literature. And I promise you, it's going to be a very interesting chapter. Ready? Set? Let's begin. Chapter 4, The Fight, page number 32. Before we start the chapter, we would first like to know about the writer, because that is what we always do, and that is a very important thing to do. Piri Thomas was born to Puerto Rican and Cuban parents in New York City. His autobiography is called Down These Mean Streets. Apart from writing books, he also lectured in schools and universities in the United States of America. So the writer of the story has written autobiography called Down These Mean Streets, and he is not only a writer, but also he has lectured in schools and universities in the United States of America. So we are now going to start a story written by him. 17 years old Antonio Cruz and Felix Burgess were childhood friends and aspiring champions. Each had fought many boxing matches and had won a few medals. One day they were informed that they would have to fight each other in the division's final. The winner would qualify for the Golden Gloves Championship tournament. So it's a story of two friends, Antonio Cruz and Felix Burgess. They are childhood friends, they are best friends, and they have this dream of becoming boxing champions. Okay, they have the dream of becoming boxing champions, and they have fought many battles, they have fought many boxing matches, and they have won a few medals also. But one day they were informed that they will have to fight each other to qualify for the Golden Gloves Championship tournament. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these two friends will fight in a match against each other. One morning, less than a week before their match, Antonio and Felix met as usual for their daily workout. They ran lightly along the river's edge. At first, they were both ignoring each other and kept running, but after a mile or so, Felix asked Antonio to stop. So Felix and Antonio, they are both very good friends, as we learned, and they are both aspiring champions. They have interest in boxing, they have the dream of becoming boxing champions, but they will have to fight each other now to qualify to represent the boys club for the Golden Gloves boxing tournament, for the Golden Gloves Championship tournament. So what they do, every morning they work out together. So one morning they are both working out together and they are running, and they want to talk about it, but they are unable to, they're feeling uncomfortable, and Felix is feeling uncomfortable in starting a conversation, and Antonio is also feeling uncomfortable in starting a conversation. And they need to talk to each other, but they are not even looking into each other's eyes. They are just running and ignoring each other. Just like every day they work out in the morning, this morning also they are doing the running. Where? Along the river's edge. They both needed to talk to each other, but they had been avoiding it. Felix felt uncomfortable to start the conversation, but so did Antonio. It was not natural to be acting as though nothing unusual was happening when two best friends were going to be blasting each other within a few days. So within a few days their fight will take place, and they need to talk to each other about it, but they are avoiding it. Felix is not looking into the eyes of Antonio, and Antonio is also not looking into the eyes of Felix. But Felix somehow asked Antonio to stop, and they are finally having a conversation. Felix and Antonio promised each other that they would not let their friendship get affected by the fight. They decided that when they would get into the ring, they would treat each other like opponents, but they would forever remain friends. So they are finally talking about it, they are finally talking about their fight, and they have promised each other that no matter what happens in the ring, they will always remain best friends forever. And in the ring, they have promised each other that they are going to treat each other like an opponent. They will forget about their friendship, but also they will not let their friendship be affected. They will not let their friendship be ruined by this boxing match, which will take place in the days to come. Large posters plastered all over the walls of local shops announced the fight between Antonio Cruz and Felix Burgos as the main match. The fight had created great interest in the neighborhood. Antonio and Felix were well liked and respected. Each had his own loyal following. So the posters are everywhere now. The announcement about their boxing match has been made through large posters which are plastered all over the walls. And everybody is aware about their match now, and they have this huge loyal fan following. Both are very popular and people like them and respect them, and people are very excited to see their match, and it's going to be very interesting for us also. Let's see. The fight took place in the Tompkins Square Park, and the local junior high school served as the dressing room for all the fighters. So the fight is taking place in the Tompkins Square Park. Tompkins Square Park is in the New York City, and this is a picture of it. You can see this is the Tompkins Square Park, and there is a local junior high school which is going to serve as a dressing room for all the fighters in that particular tournament. So the final day is here. This is the day when they both are going to face each other. They will be one-on-one. They're going to face one-on-one. You know, it's going to be a one-on-one boxing match. And let's see what will happen, who will win, and will they be able to, you know, complete their promise that they have made to each other, that they will not let their friendship get ruined by the boxing match. Felix was accompanied from the classroom by a dozen fans in white t-shirt with the word Felix across their fronts. Antonio was escorted down a different stairwell and guided through a roped-off path. So this is the day when they are going to fight. That final day, that match is going to take place now today. And Felix is going towards the ring, and he has been accompanied by his fans. And what are they all wearing? They are all wearing white t-shirts with the word Felix printed here. And Antonio has also made a great entrance, and they are both about to reach to the ring now. As the two climbed into the ring, the crowd exploded with a roar. Both of them raised their arms in acknowledgement. Bong, bong, bong. The announcement began. So they are now going to fight. Their fight is going to start. They have both climbed into the ring, and they are raising, they're waving towards their fans in acknowledgement, and the announcement is now going to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, weighing 134 pounds, Felix Burgos, and in this corner, weighing 133 pounds, Antonio Cruz. So children, this was the announcement for their fight, and their fight is now going to begin. We will see what will happen in their fight. At the center of the ring, the referee gave instructions to the youngsters, and the fight began. Bong bong, round one. Felix and Antonio turned and faced each other in a fighting pose. They're going to face each other like this. And Felix wasted no time, and he came in fast, half inch towards his right shoulder and lashed out with a straight left. Antonio slipped and countered with 1, 2, 3 lefts. So here what has happened, Felix has started fight, and without wasting any time, Felix approached Antonio with the left, and Antonio, he just ducked underneath, and he gave him back the 3 lefts. This is what happening in the first round. We will see what will happen next. Antonio's left was like a piston, and Felix's speed was also amazing. Both of them fought well, and then the bell rang. First round was over, and they moved quickly to their corners. So in the first round, they are exchanging their blows, and Antonio's left is like a piston. Here the meaning of the word piston is something which moves as fast as something as we have seen in engines, like something like this. This is like a piston, and at the same time his opponent, his friend Felix, he has got great speed. He's very quick. He's always doing like this. He's always defending himself and giving back the punches. Bong bong, round 2. This is the sound of the bell. When the bell is ringing, we are using this sound for just to let you know about the bell. Bong bong, round 2. Felix attacked Antonio with great speed and force. Antonio also sent back a blurring barrage of left and rights. The crowd seemed to have gone insane. At the end of the round, both of them were hurt, but they sat in their respective corners and smiled. So in round 2, Felix is attacking Antonio, and Antonio is also attacking back Felix, and the crowd has gone crazy. As you can see in the picture, the crowd is cheering for them, and Felix has started to fight Antonio, and Antonio is also giving him, and they have hurt each other so much, and when the round is over, they are both back to their respective corners. And what are they doing? They are hurt, but they are still smiling, because that is what great people do. In the sufferings also, they smile. Bong, round 3, the final round. This is going to be the final round, the deciding round. This round will decide who will be the winner of the match. Everyone knew there could be no draw, and this round would decide the winner. They both gave their best. Felix's left eye was tightly closed. Blood poured from the Antonio's nose. So they are both fighting really hard, really hard. Left eye of Felix is tightly closed because he is hurt. He has received blows and punches here, and blood is pouring from Antonio's nose. That's how much hurt they are. The sound of their blows were loud in the contrast to the silence of a crowd gone completely mute. Bong bong bong, the bells sounded over and over again. Felix and Antonio were past hearing. The blows continued to pound on each other like hailstones. So the final round is over, because bong bong, this is the indication, the sound of the bell. That round, the final round is over, but they are still fighting each other. They are still brawling, and they haven't heard. They are unable to hear the bell sound, and they are continuously fighting each other. Finally, the referee and the two trainers pulled the two fighters apart. Cold water was poured over them to bring them back to their senses. They rushed towards each other. Was this going to be a fight to the death? So children, interestingly, the final round is over, but they are still fighting. The referee had to come in between to pull them apart. Referee is there, and the two trainers are there. They are pulling apart both the fighters. They are pulling them apart, and they are now apart. But what they have done, Felix is here, and Antonio is here. They were both pulled apart by the help of trainers, their coaches, and the referee. But they are again rushing towards each other. Are they going to fight again? Is this going to take somebody's life? Is it going to be a fight to the death? We will now know. But the two amigos were embraced, and the crowd started cheering them. But what happened? They embraced, they hugged each other. Instead of fighting, they hugged each other. At first we thought they were rushing towards each other. Maybe they were going to fight till the death, till somebody dies. But they embraced each other, they hugged each other. Here the word amigo, this word is from the Spanish language, which means good friend, like a brother. So both of them were like brothers, both of them were very good friends. They hugged each other, bong bong bong, and the announcement began. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and representative to the Golden Tournament of Championship is, And the way I'm turning around to see, the same way the announcer turned around to see. But what did the announcer find? The announcer turned to point to the winner and found himself alone. Arm in arm, the champions had already left the ring. So announcer turned to point to the winner. He found nobody in the ring. Both of them, both good friends, Antonio and Felix, arm in arm, they have already left the ring, because they did not care who won. They love each other so much. They were really good friends and close to each other, that winning and losing did not matter to them. So this is it for today, children. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you very soon again. God bless you.